Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. The French defense prepares for d5, but blocks in the light-squared bishop in exchange for a strong center and counterattacking chances. d4 grabs full control of the center and opens up the dark-squared bishop. d5 is a counterattack in the center that threatens the e4 pawn. Knight c3 defends the e4 pawn and pressures the d5 pawn. Knight f6 defends the d5 pawn and also attacks the e4 pawn. e5 closes the center and immediately attacks the knight on f6. Knight fd7 retreats the attacked knight and prepares the c7-c5 pawn break. Solid. Continuing with standard opening theory. Applying pressure to white's pawn chain. This strengthens white's pawn chain. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. This is a fair move. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. Playing the same piece again slows down the progress in the opening. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Very precise. This avoids clear danger. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This stops the opponent from being able to win material through a tactic. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This prevents the opponent from being able to win material through a tactic. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Now white can't stop black from winning a knight if they make the right moves. This is the only good move. With this recapture, black introduces a new piece to the game. This threatens to win material through a tactic. Now white can't stop black from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. This blocks an attack on a pawn. Taking that pawn wins material after the follow-up trades are made. A straightforward recapture. A clear recapture. This defends the attacked bishop. This kicks a bishop. This is the only move that works. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. A straightforward recapture. This develops a piece while also winning a tempo on a knight. This moves the knight to safety. This threatens to win a pawn through an eventual fork. This stops the opponent from being able to win a pawn through an eventual fork. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This overlooks an opportunity to defend a pawn that was under attack. This allows the opponent to unpin a knight, allowing it to provide defense. This frees a knight to defend another piece. This is the strongest option. This is the only good move. This overlooks an opportunity to move a knight to safety. This permits the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a knight. This is the only move that works. This attacks a knight, winning a tempo when it moves away. The clearly correct move for a threatened knight. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. A discovered attack can be powerful. This evades the check from the knight. That was a free pawn. This loses a rook. That rook was free for the taking. This threatens to win material through a fork. This stops the opponent from being able to win material through a fork. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. Right on target. The bishop moves out of a pin while also providing critical defense to a piece. This is the only good move. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This steps away from the checking knight. Very precise. This avoids clear danger. Pushing a passed pawn. This is the only move that works. This move puts the knight on a safer square. This is the strongest option. This threatens to eventually win a bishop. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. This threatens to eventually win a bishop. This stops the opponent from being able to eventually win a bishop. This evades the check from the bishop. Right on target. Very precise. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This wins a bishop. This is the only good move. This moves the pawn to safety. The pawn reaches the back rank and promotes to a queen. This is an equal trade. A clear recapture. That pin against the king will win a bishop. A very strong play. This steps away from the checking knight.